All right, day 14. Welcome today. And we're talking about fasting and prayer. Now, I know that the devil has been telling you there's no point you fasting, there's no point you carrying on, and he's been trying to tempt you to get away from fasting. But I want to encourage you, stay on your fast. Whatever level that you have applied yourself to, stick with it. Now, here is today's benefit. Fasting will enable you to know the rhythm of God's heart. Let me say it again. Fasting will enable you to know the rhythm of God's heart. It is said that David was a man after God's heart. Now, you know that. You've heard that verse before. But what does that mean? Does that mean that he loved God? Now, I'm sure that was implied. But can we say that David loved God more than Abraham did? Can we say that David loved God more than Moses did? Or can we say that David loved God more than the Apostle Paul? Oh, well, let me ask you a question. Did David love God more than you love God? Huh? The problem that we have is that we think that when it says that David was a man after God's heart, that it is talking about David's heart. That's not what it says. The word says David was a man after God's heart. The heart of God is the reference here. What does it mean to be after God's heart? It simply means that you follow the rhythm of his heart. It simply means that you follow the rhythm of his heart. You see, a heart has a rhythmic beat. So when we are people after God's heart, it means that we follow the rhythm of his heart. This was said of David because God had rejected Saul. And the reason why Saul was rejected was because he didn't want to wait for the time for Samuel to come, which was ordained of God. Saul wanted to do things according to the rhythm of his own heart and in his own timing, and consequently he messed up his own destiny. Now, although David's moral failure was worse than Saul, yet he could keep in sync with God because he had the sons of Issachar who enabled him to know the timing and the rhythm of God. David was also a man given to much fasting, and this is the reason why he knew the rhythm and the cycle of God's heart. So this is why I'm saying to you today, on day 14, fasting will enable you to know the rhythm of God's